Okay, so what I want to show here is nobody probably noticed this. Hey, you see how the planes are sliding around on the deck at mission start? Yeah, but they're in chocks, the brakes are on, guys are starting up. You know, you've seen there how much that plane moved back and forth, right? Okay, it's just something I want to mention because this might have been a setup for kind of a precursor thing to happen down the road here. We know the game is really good at doing crap like this, especially when you're landing on the carrier that, you know, a guy's parked and somebody else is pulling up to him and he squares the parked plane, comes flying into him. We see that a lot on here. Just kind of ditched my airplane, so I immediately jumped over to Skeet's plane. We'll kind of try and see if we can't figure out what happened here. So they get a fair, but you can see here now. You can see Bluto's moving in on him. He's closed the distance that they had between them there. Now he's kind of moving out a bit. Right, so right there, I just probably some pretty good distance. But as you can see again, the distance is going to start closing a bit here. And again, from this view, you can see that, you know, Bluto is definitely getting in a little closer to him. Not by too much, but you know, you can see the distance is definitely narrowing down now here. Now he's even narrowing it down just a little bit more. All right, you've seen his plane hop there. And do. Okay, so here we have Bluto in the port holding. Oops. Now we got Bluto doing some tanking here. Here we have Bluto's in port holding, or port holding, sorry, starboard holding. It's on the starboard side of the plane. And Skeet will be pulling up in here to tank shortly. All right, so here we go. We got Skeet is just plugged in now. I think that's Sabo on the other side there. Or Boogie. It's either Sabo or Boogie. I'm not sure who's on the starboard tit there. Or starboard, the port tit. I know Skeet's on the starboard here. All right, so as you can kind of see, he's got a bit of separation. Bluto's got a bit of separation from him. But you will see as this plays along, you'll see Bluto starts getting a little bit closer to him. So I'm really going to highly recommend after you guys see this that we do a lot further separation from the tanker. You can see there they're getting closer together now. And I think that part of it, as I said, is that we're just doing this formation stuff just a little too close. You know, we see planes shift around on the carrier. And if you're close enough, then they actually do hit and explode, right? So now you can see from when I first started this that gap is definitely closed between these two. Bluto's got a little closer. Now you see the tanker kind of jump there, lag spot, and there you go. Okay, so end result, it was nobody's fault. I mean, we already legged it up to lag. Bluto did not fly into Skeet. Skeet didn't fly into Bluto. It was actually the tanker shifted over and took everybody out. And I got a feeling that the tanker did that because Bluto got close enough, just like on the deck, when a guy's parked and another guy's pulling up to him, all of a sudden the parked plane comes flying into him, just like we've seen the tanker do here. And I think that it's like a magnetic. You get within a certain distance of it, and then every once in a while the game fucks up and sucks the two together, is what I'm thinking. So my recommendation would be to try and avoid for this happening again in the future would simply be to be a little further out. At first I was saying 2 or 3 plane lengths, but it should probably be more something like 10 or 20. I know it's a little tougher to hold, but it's the only thing I can see to ensure that doesn't happen in the future. Because, when the planes start sliding around, we never see them slide any more than about 20 feet. And if you replay that clip and look at it again, you can see that he was, the tanker didn't slide that far over. I mean, it was probably something like that, 20 feet. Maybe in the game it was 30 feet. But you could tell he was, maybe 2 or 3 plane lengths away from the tanker, but not far enough so that when the tanker slid over like that it, caused them all to get taken out. Anyways, I just thought I'd throw this up and let you guys see that, nobody was at fault. It was just the game. And, our recommendation is what we might be able to do to avoid it in the future. All right, so with that being done, we'll see you guys on Tuesday night. Gonna say KAG 51 Goose out for now.